This is definitely not going to be a good idea, but considering the fact that I've already uploaded this, well, here we are. Crap, I had an intro. What was it? Hey ho! I'm in a tub, and now it's time for J Shower Thoughts. I'm Jay, as obviously mentioned in the title, and welcome to a little series I have where I pretty much just say anything I have. Like shower thoughts. Except they're more unnecessarily deep, but you know what? It's cool. It lets you ponder at times. It definitely made me ponder.
So, is this a podcast?
Well, yes and no, because I'm still going to be putting some things in the video while most of the time I'm talking, so see it how you will. And, I do apologize for how vague the title is, because, I mean, it can specify, like, it can mean multiple fandoms that are involved in this. And funny enough, I'm not gonna specify any of them. I'm pretty sure the examples I'm gonna make later on are gonna tell you guys what fandom I'm talking about. I know damn well those you people in your specific fandoms, in your respective fandoms, will know what I'm talking about. But the thing is that, the reason for why, these fandoms, or pretty much any fandom, any popular fandom you're in, is so problematic is, well, pretty obvious, because there's always these people that are quote-unquote young and impressionable, so they might have been exposed to like the wrong side of the internet, and they act the way they think because they think the stuff that they see is like what, cool and quirky, quote-unquote. These people are more common to see in more family-friendly content, which is really unfortunate for the other folks who genuinely like them. And they're also common in communities that explode too quickly, which means that anyone, whether or not they're good or bad, they can see it. They can see the content really easily because, well, of course, it blew up fast. For example, Squid Game. To be honest, whenever I scroll through media, when Squid Game was at its peak, surprisingly, it was not that toxic. And my deduction is that it's because it's not family friendly. Like, there's literal murder in it. People die in that show. So, we really shouldn't be surprised at the fact that it's not that toxic. The only thing that's actually really toxic about it is the fact that there's like occasional racism. Racism in the sense that people keep comparing, more specifically white people keep comparing characters from that show and generally Asian people. So yeah, like lowering Asian people down to just a simple character from a show is pretty not only dehumanizing, but also relatively racist. So now let's just get more in depth to why fandoms are so problematic. I mean, it's like a trend of sorts, but it's also not really a trend. It's more like a culture because of, well, cancel culture. But speaking of cancel culture, that's not one of the points I'm gonna bring up at all. I'm gonna state why at the end though, so stay tuned for that. And so, let's just get on to the first one. I sound like a sports commentator. Oh my god, it's Doxing. It's good old Doxing. I mean, seriously? Okay, anyway. I'll just give an example, alright? I state my argument.
I state a refutation to your argument.
Goodness me. Now it is upon my capability as a decent person to hack into your personal information and by the gods threaten to share it with the open world.
Whatever have I done wrong?
Share thine opinion. That's how the scenarios usually happen. It's sad. Okay, we all know it's bad, but like, I'm pretty sure we only say that because it's illegal, which would definitely not be enough to stop this. Like, what good do laws do to stop people from doing illegal stuff on the internet, where the authorities can catch them as easily as it would happen in real life? Do you guys get my gist? Yeah, it's something like that. And it's pretty much just like saying to them, doxing is legal, and then they just reply with so, alright, you're just saying that you don't have a shred of respect to not only others, but to yourself as well. Really? Doxing others because they don't agree with you? You're not always right. No one is always right. No one will be able to say they're always right. You know, this will only take someone with a drastically fragile ego to think it's a good idea to even do that. Are you really going to let an opposing opinion be that much of a threat to you? Do you measure your worth by how many people agree with you or something? And those of you saying that you dox for fun, it's the same thing, cause there's so many things you could do in your free time, like enjoy shit coming out of your ass, but no, you choose to hack onto someone's personal information and threaten to leak it. Why? Listen, I want to know why. Please enlighten me. I genuinely want to know why. Okay, next up we got the good old classic death threats. And it comes out of anger, methinks. Because hate obviously comes out of insecurities, but they express it through their anger, and they make it everyone's problem because their feelings were invalidated. It's really a funny irony, because they express this hate towards others, but in reality, whatever they say is a reflection of what they hate about themselves. Like, okay, here's an example. Here's person A. Person A is insecure about their hair, and then they see their friend, person B, with absolutely flawless hair, getting the girls and the boys and everyone in between, or whatever. Ugh, that sounded weird. Anyway, everyone swoons over B's hair, alright? And obviously, A gets jealous. And so, because A's jealous, A gets angry. And so they approach B, and then tells B to die for no reason. And then because of that, B is incredibly confused and does not know what to do. So maybe in response, B gets angry back, and then they have a fight, and then they have this unnecessary beef that might last for like, what, over a decade, maybe two, all because one person was insecure about the other's hair, and because of that told said person to die. Look, if you think about it, that scene is actually really, really stupid. Like, if you were a third person watching the scene unfold from afar, you would definitely know how stupid the person saying it would be. Like, imagine someone saying, "Huh, die!" like from afar, with like the foot stomps and everything. You would know how absolutely stupid that person would have looked. Everyone looks really stupid when they're angry. So every time I do get angry, I just internalize it and just let it out later on. I mean, in a sense, it is kind of bad because I do forget about it after everything's done. And releasing anger is like a good temporary form of relief. But it's gonna be damaging for the long term, so I mean, might as well not. Might as well just suffer a little bit. I mean, thing is, I do get concerned, or no, more so like disappointed for those people, because maybe it's because of like something that's really bad that happened to them in the past, so I can't really blame them for that or something. And thing is, how many times have I said that already? Okay, anyway. Thing is, in this case, in the example that I mentioned, it's pretty much unavoidable. But it's different on the internet. With these fandoms, alright? Within these communities. It's such a simple scroll. You don't need to waste your time typing away. Die! I don't know what else to say, so die! Yeah, What? What? I have no words to say. I mean, you definitely do for me. Just die, but like, what? Come on, man. Surely there's more stuff to do than that. Alright, what we got next? Okay, fetishization. Why is it so weird to pronounce? Anyway, that. Actually, this thing is the most difficult to figure out because I'm asexual and all. Not. Just kidding. They all have a common trend. People fetishize things that's out of their norm. And it's a bonus if this thing is forbidden. Okay, listen, I do get it since traditional stuff is boring. I do get it. I hate conforming to traditional stuff, but like, what? Okay, how much you express this fetishization thing really shows the depth of the reasons behind it manifesting. Or not the death, but about how severe the reasons are that led to it manifesting. I hope that makes much more sense. Maybe I butchered it up. I don't know. But oh my god, okay, never mind. I'll just list some examples down. First of all, we got gay ships with those doujinshis. More specifically, gay ships between men. Question, are you straight? You definitely are, right? So, yeah, whatever. Either that, or no, not either. Okay, you're either, no, what am I saying? You're straight, okay? You're straight, and you've never had sex. And you long for close and intimate relationships. Too much. Second of all, family. First of all, why? Second of all, how fucked up is your relationship with your family? Oh, please. Sexual intimacy. Okay, I completely butchered that up. Sexual intimacy is not going to help you at all. Holy fuck. You horny people are going to be the death of me. What the fuck is up with your hormones? Anyway, moving on. I do not want to touch on that subject ever again. Sexual jokes about women. It's so ridiculously normalized. I would generalize and say that people do make it. Both men and women do make. No, everyone makes sexual jokes about women. But the thing is, the problem is that it's so normalized for men to do it even more than the others. The way I see it, it's like a determining factor to show how fragile these guys' egos are. Like, you don't do that. You don't do that to other people who's none of your business unless your ego's been, like, damaged. Like, I saw a TikTok the other day about these guys from a football club talking absolute shit about this gorgeous lady, alright, saying that they had sex with her or whatever, and then like, yeah, she was like a total slut or something, when in reality she's absolutely perfect. And I looked at the comments and I liked how everyone just agreed that, oh, she definitely rejected them. Definitely. I even agree. That's how bad it was for them. They couldn't take the rejection, so they just resorted to talking shit about her. It's really telling, you know? It's really telling. It's not explicitly mentioned that those guys were rejected, but it's so obvious given how they reacted, you know? You get my gist? So, any one of you guys watching this, the people who sexualize every little thing, please just join me and touch grass. I don't care if you fetishize that either. I'd rather you fetishize grass instead. I'll even link you to a TikTok video that I saw of grass being edited. I can even show you a link to a TikTok of the ocean being edited. The process of mac and cheese being made. And I don't know, there's some really totally suspicious hand movements on that TikTok. So yeah, it's in the comments. So if you want to watch that, it's right there. Go on. I'd rather you fuck the grass than fuck your family members, please. Okay, well, next up we got Aunties. You know, these are the bunch that confuse me the most. Because if you're really an auntie, then first of all, why are you one of the most active in the community? How are you so aware that this and that are happening? Second, why are you making content about the thing you're being an auntie against? You say it's hate, but it's still content about them. That's literally like coming across a pile of shit and then constantly sniffing it, even though it's a pile of dung. It's like saying that you hate eating shit while you're eating it right in front of us. What? Well, you know what they say, I guess. Stage 1. Deny Daniel. Yeah, Okay, I do get that their purpose is to stir up shit within and, well, mainly outside the community, but wow, do you really not have anything better to do? I mean, okay, I guess, but please, come and touch grass with me, alright? Please, I'm begging you. I'd rather you enjoy eating grass instead. Or maybe we can go to like another patch, separate from the other bunch of people who are busy fucking the grass. And yeah, we'll have a nice batch of nice area of grass, of fresh grass to touch, you know? Just enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, oh, okay. I really have no idea what to say to you guys. But the next bunch, I do. Well, okay, well, not really that much, because I really don't want to go too much into it, because I do find it dumb, much like the other points I mentioned in general. But this is almost one of the dumbest, because it's regarding slurs, the usage of slurs. There's like many other words you can say than just use slurs. Like the dictionary exists for a reason. Okay, but I'm willing to bet that some of you guys are gonna say, but saying this hits that exact emotion. Dude, what? First of all, it's not so hard to use other words. Second of all, if you want to insult someone, at least be creative with what you want to say, alright? It's getting boring to hear the same shit over and over again. Look, I do get you're angry and you want to insult someone by immediately resorting to a slur. But please, at the very least, just be original. Like, I don't know. It's, okay, this isn't a slur, but if you call someone a dick all the time, maybe just say, I don't know, limpstick or something. Lipstick. Yeah, you know what? Sure, that works. Limpstick instead. And yeah, or maybe you can be even more specific. damage that person's ego instead of saying one word. You know, it increases the impact rather than just saying one slur. Be creative. Oh my god. And if you don't want to, then, well, thank you. Thank you for telling me that you have an absolute pea brain with a horrendously limited vocab. I suggest reading books or even fan fictions to expand on it. I strongly recommend fan fictions than books. Fan fictions, absolute best. The best of the best of literature, alright? They help a lot, you know. Just in case you didn't know that. I say it with personal experience. And now, the creme de la creme. The cherry on top, shipping. The points I've mentioned are also very common in shipping. Well, it's like sad, but it's funny. Because the thing is, the ships you like literally tell what your type is and what you want in a hypothetical relationship. Because it's like literally saying, the person, okay, if you like the same exact pairing as the person you're interested in, well, that's how you already know for a definitive fact that they are your type. Actually, what if they added like an app or website for ships? Oh my god, it could be named like Shipception because there's like pairings created by pairings. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. Oh my god. Like I think how the thing would work is that how do I say this? People would type in the pairings that they like, and then the app pairs two people together, and then they just start talking from there. Yeah, I think it's really a great idea, but it's also kind of bad because there are the illegal ships that exist. Oh wait, maybe it wouldn't. There's like an option to not be able to put in the illegal ships. There we go, bam, problem solved. But speaking of those people still do definitely exist and are unfortunately pretty common in communities. Like, they're too busy fetishizing and wallowing in their own delusional fantasies and then making said delusional fantasies everyone's problem. And speaking of illegal ships, I see a lot more hate on rare pairs than there are on the illegal ones. I mean, I kind of understand, since what most of the people do is just stare at disgust and then ignore. And then there's like so much more verbal and visible hate for the rare pairs. Why? What's the big deal? Who cares if they've never met? It's legal. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes, I say that because I am now one of those people who like a rare pairing. A pairing of two people who have never met. Do I care? No. Do I like their potential dynamic? Yes, that's precisely the whole point of shipping two people who have never met, no? It's the potential dynamic that they have. And I don't really understand the point of like hating on them, especially if it's a straight ship, okay? Again, I will mention this from my experiences of scrolling through the internet, alright? Mainly Twitter. Okay, well, not mainly on Twitter, I just saw screenshots of it, but it's still the same thing, so yeah. Through my experiences, I've seen so many queer people hate on those who ship straight pairings just because they want representation. I understand. I'm queer myself, but first of all, it's a headcanon. Nothing is confirmed by the creators themselves, unless you're talking about like Amity from the Owl House. She's a clear lesbian. The creator has stated that herself. She can't be shipped with guys, so yeah, there's that as your valid reason. But in this case, No! If the creator has not said anything, then kindly shut up and let people do their business, okay? It's none of your deal, even if you can... Okay, even if you're able to see it, scroll. It's the internet, you can easily scroll. It's... This whole scenario is like, enforcing stereotypical gay ship tropes in media again. Except it's not in the shows themselves. Like, it's not canon. It's in our head canons instead. It's like a funny way to normalize that, hey, us queer people exist. I mean, what? It's like doing the exact same thing straight people did. You know, by harassing the other group. What the fuck? But obviously, all in all, these fandoms are not that bad. Like, you get the really funny Gihun memes from Squid Game. I am pretty sure that's died down already, but I think it's one of the best that I've ever seen. I still like seeing his face. It's so perfectly meme worthy. Like, I don't think it will ever truly die out, as long as the series keeps on doing its seasons. And I believe there's a season 2 coming up. I'm not too sure, but yeah. And fandoms also bond over the darndest of things, like the variety of characters that they simp over, like a fucking skeleton. Like, okay, I guess, you do you. You thirst over bones. Okay, you do you. But I really don't blame a whole bunch of these people. I don't blame everyone for their actions on here because it's the internet. It's like a form of escapism. And so, of course, everyone that goes on here will be able to express out whatever underlying issues they have, because they're not able to express it in the real world, so they resort to here to express it. Then that's why a lot of these people have no shame. And yeah, it's pretty much why it's pretty fucked up, because like people are like, in a sense, trauma dumping. And yeah, it became pretty fucked up. I believe I mentioned that already, but yeah. Funny enough though, my morals were built because of the internet. I'm not gonna lie, it fucked me up too, but because of the stuff I learned, I got my morals. I could somewhat tell what's right and wrong, and yeah. And not gonna lie, I actually would have brought up cancel culture too, but as compared to the previous point that I mentioned, it's inconsistent. I mean, sure, the death threats and all would just pop up here and there, but that's really all there is to it. It's just that period of time where everyone spouts out threats of the influencer to die or something like that, and then yeah, everyone just goes about their day as if nothing happened. But all in all, I don't really care nonetheless. I just go in as, okay, the internet is also my escapism, obviously, and so I just go on here and see the bunch of things that I like, and then if I don't like anything, if I see something that I don't like, scroll. It's easy. I just scroll. Ugh. I mean, at least I know how to move my fingers up and down to scroll. Not like some of you guys. Jesus Christ. So, I'll say this again. I don't really care about what happens on the internet, because most of the time it's not really my my place to care about it too much. I mean, sometimes I can't help but caring, because whatever, I guess. I don't know why, and I can't be bothered to think about why, and yeah. Even though I don't care, I'm sure some of you lot will say, why do you care anyway? Because, by going with some of your logic, I'm bored and I'm doing this for fun. Plus, why not, right? This was in my head ever since I took a fat shit one day. Over shit, you know? That really says a lot about this topic. Yes, I'm calling you lot shit. I'm just kidding. It includes myself too anyway. Don't be too offended, alright?